Okay.
Because you interviewed the coach and stuff?
I also have stuff from church too. I have a ton from church actually. You want me to send those to you?
Sure.
The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their over 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofalgonquin.com. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at DarylBarnes.com.
A game we've marked and a day we've marked all on our calendars here in the year 2024. South Elgin versus Bartlett, and we've got the girls varsity team set to tip off in just a couple of minutes. I'm Nick Martinez along with Nate Grendys for the Beacon Academy, and we got the Hawks and the Storm. It should be a great day of basketball, Nate.
And indeed it should, as South Elgin so far on the season, not off to the best start, of course. They're 7-20 in total in conference record. They're 5-10. And their last time facing Bartlett, they lost by 14. And one player to look out for them is Liv Miller, as they're leading their team in scoring, rebounding, and steals, and she has 10 double-doubles so far this season.
Yeah, it'll be a very back-and-forth game. Both teams have good records on the road, and especially at home. The Storm are 4-6 on the season playing here at South Elgin High School. Got the band, got the student section. It's definitely a really good home court advantage here at South Elgin.
Without a doubt, as this rivalry, always a great game, both men and women basketball. Another player to look out for is Madison Hunt, as they're leading their team in three-pointers with 49 so far this season.
Yeah, great stuff from the senior Madison Hunt. This is the last home game here for the girls varsity basketball team. They'll be on the road for the remainder of the season. Had senior night just a couple of days ago, losing that game on senior night, looking for redemption against their rivals here in the Bartlett Hawks. Nate, this is your first South Elgin Bartlett game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is, and I'm very excited to do it here with you. Looks like it's going to be another great game as we get ready for
sophomore Nate Grendys making his rivalry night debut. We'll have the introductions for both teams with the Storm and the Hawks, two very good Upstate 8 conference teams. And the biggest thing is in these types of rivalry games, conference record kind of just goes out of the window. You kind of just get that who wants it more type of feel.
Without a doubt. There's been a lot of times where we've seen in almost every sport, as when two conferences play, it's usually a great game. So
great action we have set to tip off. We'll have our national anthem. Another great performance from our Storm band, and now the Bartlett Hawks will be introduced along with the Storm varsity girls team. It's going to be a great matchup here. Once again, Nick Martinez and Nate Grendys with the Beacon Academy. Thank you to our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's. Proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 35 area locations today, along with Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. If you're looking for a brand new or certified pre-owned, it's express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundaiofalgonquin.com for more information. Bartlett 5th in the Upstate 8 Conference, and now we're going to get to see the Storm introductions. A lot of fans in here to support the girls team.
Yes, for sure. It just looks like it's going to be another great game once again between Bartlett and South Elgin. This historic rivalry has been going on for quite some time, ever since pretty much South Elgin became a high school, and this game should be another great one.
Madison Hunt, who you pointed out in the intro, getting introduced. Mixture of youth and seniority on this team. Got a lot of seniors, but also got a lot of good freshman and sophomore talent as well.
Yes, for sure.
Liv Miller, one of the freshmen on this Storm team, had 30 points against Streamwood at the Sabres' home court. And this would be another great day to have a 30-point performance against your rival. Here we go, both teams on the court and ready to begin here. Our first rivalry game of 2024 between the Hawks and the Storm. It's going to be a good one, and we have tip-off. It will be controlled by South Elgin, and the Storm will get things started. Good pass down low. First shot is no good, and a good closeout rebound for Bartlett. Pressure in the backcourt. Here comes the push for the Hawks. Good dribble move inside. Tough finish is no good. And there's Miller on the rebound. Stahl with the ball. Trying to get it to Madison in the corner. Stahl will get it right back. Spidell with the ball. Stahl getting a lot of the ball early here in this one. High lob to Miller. Foul on the entry pass. And that's a name you'll be hearing a lot today. Montillo for Bartlett. She's a very good scorer pretty much anywhere on the court. Stahl up top. Driving in, pump fake, a good move to get separation, and gets the floater to go, and that'll get the scoring started for the Storm. Good move down low, and it'll keep it at a 2-point game. Here's a long three-point attempt and a quick answer from the Hawks. Linovich with the three. Pressure from Bartlett. Hunt having some trouble and gets it stolen. Montillo in the corner, nearly losing it. Good move, and we'll throw up another three. Nearly back-to-back made threes for Bartlett, but the Storm control on the defensive glass. Stahl push there, and that'll be easy foul called there.
So the first foul probably of many in this one, as rivalry games always a lot more physical than normal between both teams.
Spidell on the wing. A lot of ball handlers so far in this game for the Storm. Stahl once again getting the screen from Miller, trying to get the slip, a good closeout from Bartlett. Mia spins. Stahl will try a three. That one short, and a good rebound for Bartlett. Hawks with an early 1-point lead, and here's a good drive to the rim, missed off glass, and Miller closes out for a strong rebound. Stahl, the main point guard so far for the Storm. Zip pass into the corner. Hunt for three. That one is through, and Madison Hunt gets the scoring started for her last rivalry game against Bartlett. Montillo floater, and there you go. Bartlett once again, another answer. They've been doing a lot this game.
Yep, for sure, as both teams scoring on good efficiency so far in this one. You saw Madison Hunt bury the 3, leads the team this season so far with 49, as we talked about in the pregame.
Here's a feed down low and back-to-back baskets for the Storm. First time in this game. And Banner up and in for the layup. Storm up by 2. Miller called for the foul on Montillo, and she'll be heading to the line for 2. 2 free throws, first free throws of this game. And you got to think that student section will be loud the entire day. I think I hear some barking.
Some interesting sounds, of course, as always, the student section or at any sporting event, it's always loud whenever the away team shoots the free throws.
Well, the barking worked on the first free throw, and we'll wait to see if it'll work on the second. It does not. Montillo gets 1 for 2, and Bartlett cuts the deficit to 1. Stahl having some trouble, and that'll give it right back to the Hawks. If the Storm want to hold on to their lead, they got to be able to protect the ball. And there you go. Miller steals it right away, and here comes Banner away with the ball. Drive inside, Banner, jump ball, and that'll be going to the Hawks. And now Montillo will get the inbound. Bartlett still down by a point. It's been a lot of Montillo with the ball early in this one. Hard push on the court from Miller. Montillo, step back three-pointer in the corner is good. Right in front of the Storm student section. Montillo, a very good three-point attempt. Her second basket of the day. As Bartlett tips that one out of bounds. It'll be Hunt to inbound it for the Storm. Same starting 5 for both teams still out there on the court. Pump fake from Stahl and fouled on the shot attempt. That'll be 2 free throws for Stahl. At the line now is Stahl. A couple of points in this game so far. Now Stahl at the line. Misses the first. Bartlett with the lead, 8-7. It's been pretty back and forth early in this game.
Yeah, 100%. As here's second free throw coming. That one is good. And so just like how Bartlett was, miss the first one and make the second one.
Montillo with the ball. Rocking the Grinches. As she nearly gets it poked away from Spidell, nearly making her fall down, and Montillo short on the 3, but a good closeout rebound for Miller. That's her 3rd of the day already early on in the first. Hunt is open in the corner. Stahl doesn't see her. Miller gets that one poked away, and transition foul called against Hunt. Not the best possession there for the Storm, and Bartlett now looking to capitalize off the turnover as they're tied 8 apiece. Storm still staying in man defense. Pressure at the top of the key. Drive inside, short. Miller, another board, and now Stahl will push. High pass to Miller. Hunt's open in the corner once again. That time off the mark. Spidell with the rebound and gets fouled on the putback attempt. That'll send Spidell to the line in the second chance of the line for the Storm. Spidell at the line to give the Storm the lead once again. That one is good. And a pretty clear foul there on the take from Spidell. You see her getting hit on the wrist, and now Spidell knocking down the first. Chance to go 2 for 2. Off the mark, and Bartlett with the rebound. Here's a drive. Quick pull-up three-pointer just off the mark. And Stahl getting the rebound and pushing. Stahl the kick. Falling down. Banner couldn't get that one to go. Spidell called for the travel. And a good effort on the rebound, but Spidell just moving the pivot foot. That'll give the ball back to Bartlett. Montillo once again. Kicking it on the wing. Falling down and fouled against Miller. Montillo definitely selling that one, and will cause a substitution. Florio into the game for Banner. And we'll have another substitution for the Storm. Miller will now come out of the game with 2 personal fouls. Got to save Miller, especially down the line for this game.
For sure, a very physical game so far in this one.
On the wing, a drive inside and fouled on the take. A take inside. Once again, both these teams trading free throws. And those free throws are going to be crucial going down the stretch, especially late in the game, as the first one is good to knot this one back at 9 apiece. Two for two trip at the line, and Hunt will inbound it to Stahl. Hawks still in a full court press. Storm have had some trouble against this press so far here today, as Spidell lobs it down low for Florio, in some trouble. One dribble, pivot, pass out to Hunt. Spidell with it, kicks it to Stahl. Approaching 2.5 minutes to go in the first. Spidell a 3 just off the mark. And a rebound for Hunt. She'll pull it up and no good. And that'll be an over the back foul there. Spidell doing a good job on the box out. And that'll be the 5th foul against Bartlett, and now in the bonus is the Storm.
Both teams with a lot of fouls so far in this one. Both teams playing very physical.
And you kind of see that a lot in these rivalry games. The physicality comes out. You don't want to lose this game, and if you can get in there as much as you can, might as well try to reach it here and there and occasionally get called for the foul, but sets the tone for your defense.
Especially with a rivalry like South Elgin and Bartlett.
Off the mark there, Montillo will control. 10 apiece for these two teams. Good closeout from Spidell. Montillo in the lane. Floater gets it to fall. The swish is good once again for Montillo. Hunt had Florio. She'll slow it down. Stahl has to get it across. Double team once again. Hunt. Kick out in the corner. 3 off the mark. Spidell kicks it to Hunt. Another 3-point look. That one short. And back-to-back 3-point misses for the Storm. Florio trying to chase down the ball handler. Here's the drive inside once again. Spin move in the lane and just off the mark. And a fight for the board that'll stay with Bartlett.
We've seen Bartlett running the trap all day so far on South Elgin, but the past 2 possessions, South Elgin's been able to beat it.
Inbound pass, gets it in. Quick pull-up just off the mark, but a good offensive rebound down low is met by Florio with the block. Here comes Stahl. Double team once again. Good pass to Spidell. Hunt. Good ball movement for the Storm. Slip pass to Florio. Stahl with it. Spidell, mid-range pull-up. Just short. And Bartlett will push. Storm a good offensive possession, just missing the easy mid-range pull-up, as that's the easiest look of the day for Bartlett. Nearly poked away, and that'll be off the hands of Montillo. And 14-10 now. Bartlett with the biggest lead of the day so far for them.
We saw there on the last score for Bartlett, Madison Hunt was playing defense back on the transition. She went to go help out on the 3, which left a wide open mid-range shot. A little bit of miscommunication so far, as the defense hasn't been the best for the Storm so far, but a high-scoring game here so far tonight.
Very exciting game so far between the Storm and the Hawks. Want to remind you about Daryl Barnes Photography for all your photographic needs, sports team photos, any photos you need. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com. Along with Tom the Plumber Inc. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installation. Visit Tom the Plumber Inc. online at tomtheplumberinc.com. 14-10, the Storm will inbound it as we approach under a minute to go in the first quarter. A back and forth quarter, as Nate mentioning, and an easy carry called there against Spidell. It'll be Bartlett's ball. Neither of these teams not making a lot of substitutions early. That might be the cause for some of these tiring turnovers.
A little bit of fatigue has been shown here late as a lot of sloppy basketball coming near the end of this first quarter.
Montillo, oh, a good move. And that'll be a double dribble as she did touch the ball with her right hand on the drive. You can see it there on the replay, brought to you by Custom Heating and Cooling. And now the Storm trying to capitalize off the turnover. They're down by 4 and fight for the ball. A good outlet pass and a good steal from Spidell. Crowd starting to get back into the game, and a foul called against the Hawks. A good drive from Hunt, and now she'll go to the free throw line to cut it to a one-possession game. Just under 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. This has got to be a good momentum shifter going into the second quarter if you're the Storm, for sure.
Lots of fouls so far in this one. I believe that there was Bartlett's 6th foul already in the corner as Hunt misses the first free throw.
14-10. Hunt missed the first and hits the second. Montillo will inbound it. She'll slowly dribble it up the court, approaching 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Montillo looks at the clock, finds it down low. Florio fouls the shooter, but that'll be on the ground. No shot, but there will be free throws for the bonus. They will not count the basket, and now 2 free throws at the line for Bridgeforth.
Yep, and it appears that foul was called on the floor before the shot was attempted.
Barking once again from the Storm students section, and that free throw quickly silences the South Elgin fans, and now the lead is sitting back at 4. Second one is just as good. 6 seconds to go. The Storm will have a chance to get a final shot off. Spidell drive inside. Montillo steals it. 2 seconds off the mark, and that's how the first quarter will end. 16-11, the Storm down early here in their rivalry game against Bartlett. Nate, what did you see in that first quarter?
We saw how South Elgin came out hot early, led for a solid amount of that first quarter, but then Bartlett really started to take over late with some great defense, a lot of great hustle. And that trap game has been working phenomenal so far for Bartlett.
What do you think South Elgin has to do to adjust here in the start of the second quarter?
I honestly just think for South Elgin, they just got to really just try to beat that trap. You feel like Ms. Dreesen's probably going to be talking that a lot. Coach Dreesen going to be talking about trying to beat that trap. It's been great so far working for Bartlett, or maybe South Elgin tries to trap of their own, but right now Bartlett has just really had their way with this South Elgin defense, and it was a tough way to end the quarter as a lot of momentum's going towards Bartlett right now.
Good first quarter of action. Still have the boys varsity game following this one. Should be a good game. The first game at Bartlett High School was a very fun one to watch. That's going to be a good game. Back and forth, definitely, especially since you said it, the rivalry nights is where the teams want to play their best basketball. Second quarter set to begin. It'll be South Elgin ball, and the starters back into the game for the Storm. Hunt will inbound it to Stahl. Banner and Miller back into the game, 33 and 32. Stahl having some trouble. Good closeout defense. Banner can't handle the inbounds pass. And it'll be Bartlett basketball once again. First possession of the second quarter for the Storm is a turnover, and Montijo has lived off points coming off a turnover so far in this game. Montijo once again. Guarded closely, a good move, and no foul called there on the attempt as Banner gets the rebound. Spidell having some trouble, gets it across to the freshman Miller. Drive inside for Stahl, having some trouble. Kicks it out to Spidell. Montijo playing good defense against Mia. As Stahl, a good drive inside. That'll be foul on the attempt. And now some free throws for Stahl. South Elgin definitely has been getting to the free throw line here to start this game.
For sure, a lot of their points have come from, I believe, well over 50% of them have come from the line. As that's probably 7 total fouls in the game now for Bartlett, as they've just really tried to just break down the South Elgin Storm, both physically and mentally.
Yeah, I mean, you take away some of these free throws for the Storm, Bartlett runs away with it, and we'll see if the Storm can try to find some offensive rhythm, as that will definitely help getting the offensive rebound. But right away, a turnover for the Storm once again. That's now 2 turnovers to start this second quarter.
Really feels like the story in this one so far. South Elgin's taking 1 step forward and 2 steps backward on pretty much every possession now.
Pass into the corner to Montijo. Spidell gets that one off the steal. Full court pass from Miller. Banner doing a good job saving it. Finds Hunt on the wing for 3, and it's good. And there you have it. That's the South Elgin fans erupting for the first time in this game. They were waiting for that one play to just kind of get some more momentum.
A huge momentum swing there on the 3.
That one off the mark. Montijo in the corner trying to answer, no good. Another good offensive rebound for the Hawks. Here's a drive inside, a hard foul on the take. That'll get free throws for the Hawks. And we definitely need a replay of that Madison Hunt 3. Just a good save in the corner from Banner, and found Hunt all the way on the wing to hit the 3-pointer. Just some good recovery from the Storm to make it a 1-point game. Bartlett and South Elgin, rivalry moments to enjoy as Bartlett gets that one to fall to push the lead to 2. Inbound to Stahl. Hunt will get the ball fresh off the wing 3. Hunt drive inside, dribbling, she'll pull. That one blocked, and a good closeout rebound from Montijo. Here's a take, good behind the back dribble. Using that left hand floater just too strong. And Miller not even having to jump for that rebound. Stahl having some trouble. Miller gets the screen. A clear take to the basket and off the hands of Banner. See the screen there. Don't think that was an offensive foul. Just think Montijo wasn't ready for the contact there. And Montijo now will dribble up the ball. Kick out on the wing. Strong take inside for the Hawks, off the mark. Gets her own miss. Now wide open in the corner for 3. Off the mark, and Miller losing the rebound there. Some costly missed rebounds for the Storm. Bartlett now with their 4th chance on this possession. Montijo a drive inside, trying to shake off the defense of Banner. Montijo getting some space. Drives inside on Spidell. An easy floater look is good. And that floater's been here all night for Montillo. Stahl inside, another foul on Montillo, and that'll be more free throws for Stahl, and that'll force the substitution. They definitely will need Montillo down the stretch.
Something to look at so far in this one, Bartlett and South Elgin both haven't used their bench much in this one. It feels like they want their best players out there for this huge rivalry game.
Some more fans coming into the stands here at South Elgin High School. By far the most packed night of South Elgin basketball. Already a very close one here in our first game of the doubleheader on rivalry night, and that'll be a foul called against Banner. Push off in the back on the offensive rebound attempt. And now Bartlett with a 3-point lead. Approaching 4 minutes to go in the first half. A defensive chance started here for the Storm, and it works. Miller gets the steal. Long pass to Banner right through her hands. And Miller doing a good job on the pass. It's just been Banner not being able to gather it a couple times now.
Seen that twice where they've tried to push it up the floor, trying to go, but it's usually a little bit overthrown. Last time they got bailed out by a three by Madison Hunt. This time, a tough turnover for the Storm.
Now some pressure and back-to-back steals for the Storm. Here's Banner, and that basket will not count as there a foul called against Linovic. Hunt now will inbound it for the Storm, and basket will not count. 3-point game. Storm have shot a lot of threes so far here today. And now with a chance to tie it up, loses the ball. Bartlett a drive inside off the mark. Stahl trying to push now. Loses her defender. Spidell, kick, Hunt, corner, three just off the mark. And now Bartlett, once again, they haven't scored in 4 straight possessions. And make that 5. That's going to be an offensive foul called against Bartlett, and South Elgin definitely liking that play. Starting to see the Storm kind of pick up on the defensive end. Hunt will inbound it. Spidell now will take crack at bringing up the ball. Miscommunication at the top of the key. Hunt now with it. Trying to get it inside. She does now to Miller. Reaching for the ball. A drive, mid-range pull-up off the mark. Hunt there for the rebound. And again, another miss for the Storm. Bartlett, a drive inside. Kick out on the wing. Montillo on the bench has led to not a good stretch of offensive possessions for Bartlett. And there you have it, another turnover. And the student section definitely liking that one. And you can see the effect that Montillo has on the game, both offensively and defensively, now with her not on the court.
Yep, and it's been huge so far. That's, I believe, 6 straight possessions of no points, but South Elgin really hasn't been able to answer it well. We'll see what happens as both teams really starting to clamp down on defense, and we got a timeout coming here.
Very back and forth, a 3-point game at the moment, approaching 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. As we have a full timeout. I want to remind you about Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. If you're looking for a brand new or certified pre-owned, it's at Rosen Express. Online buying made simple. Visit Rosen online at rosenhyundai.com and genesisofalgonquin.com. You mentioned it, Nate. South Elgin's defense is definitely picking up. They just got to start scoring on the offensive end right now.
Without a doubt, as that trap game has been starting to get matched with some more trap game, not at half court, but a lot of double teaming on the better players for Bartlett, and it's been a great job and a good decision by Coach Dreesen to do that.
Good adjustments to start the second quarter, and we'll see if they continue here down the final stretch of the first half. Out of the timeout, once again, Bartlett up by 3 points against the home Storm. Storm will be with the ball out of the timeout. It'll be Spidell to inbound it to either Hunt or Stahl. It will be Stahl. And good defense from Bartlett, moving the feet, but Stahl doing a good job protecting the ball. It'll be quick handoff to Spidell. Long shot is no good. Tipped, good strong rebound in the paint. Slip pass to Miller down low, and that's a good basket for the Storm to cut it at a 1-point game.
Great find down low there for South Elgin.
Bartlett a drive, trying to answer. Montillo still on the bench. Haven't been able to score since she subbed out of the game. Take. Off glass is no good once again. Fight for the offensive rebound off the hands of the Storm. It'll be Bartlett basketball.
One thing to look at is how much that the Hawks have dominated on the offensive rebounding here in this one. It's been huge for Bartlett.
It looks like Liv Miller getting hit in the face on the rebound and a little shaken up. Hope Miller is okay. They definitely will need her on the court. Talia Banner now into the game for Miller. And something you don't want to see as Bartlett looking to capitalize. That one no good. Fight for the rebound is controlled by Spidell. And it'll be Bartlett basketball once again, but good effort from the Storm on the offensive rebounds.
Without a doubt, both teams giving it their all in this one, as neither wants to go home losers so far.
Showing the will to win, and clearly off Bartlett there down low. And it will be South Elgin basketball. Once again, the full court pressure from Bartlett. Still a 1-point game, and there you have it, another steal for Bartlett. And Stahl gets it right back. Spidell now trying to push. Wide open lane, she'll kick it out into the corner. Hunt, no doubt on the attempt, just couldn't get it to go once again. Tanner taking it up, and we'll get some free throws. And now, once again, more free throws for the Storm.
See here, South Elgin possibly, if Talia Banner makes this one, could tie it, and then if she makes them both, could make it a lead for South Elgin, which hasn't happened since midway through the first quarter.
I would just like to apologize for my loud scream on the steal there. I just get so into this rivalry. It affects me to raise my voice and also occasionally voice crack. And once again, I would like to apologize. That is not good of me as a broadcaster. But anyway, we will continue with the game as Bartlett has it on the offensive end. Haven't been able to score, as we mentioned, a lot here with Montillo on the bench. Good defense for the Storm. Been a man defensive unit the entire day. Under a minute to go now in the first half. A good fake, a good pull-up is through. A good take there for Bartlett. And Bridgeforth, another good pull-up. She's been taking a lot of those mid-range pull-ups. Hunt in the corner. 30 seconds now to go in the first half. Spidell, a good find down low to Stahl. The playmaking leads to the miss, as Bridgeforth will push now in transition. 20 seconds to go in the first half. That'll be an offensive foul, and Coach Dreesen, in her first season as the varsity head coach, loving that play. And the crowd definitely into it. And with 18 seconds, the Storm definitely have a good shot of scoring before the exploration of the first half. Inbound pass to Stahl. Handoff to Hunt. Madison has 12 seconds. Spidell now with the ball. Still plenty of time. 7 seconds. Spidell. Pass down low. Banner. Kick out to beat the buzzer. Got it! That's how the first half will end. The Storm answer with a buzzer beater and take the lead to head into the locker room. That's a way to get the crowd back into it, Nate.
Yeah, and for sure, as just a great momentum boost there for South Elgin. They finished this second quarter about as well as it could have been, as now they lead by 1 coming in to the third quarter.
If you thought that first half was good, the second half is bound to be better, as both of these teams in a close one, a 1-point margin here. The Storm take the lead in the final seconds of the first half. We'll have second half action in just a couple of minutes. We'll have a highlight reel of the first half. Very good one. Stick around for second half action. back inside of South Elgin High School. Bartlett and the Storm in a very close matchup. It was back and forth the entire first half, and it ended with a buzzer beater to give the Storm a 1-point lead. What did you see in the first half, Nate?
I really saw how to end that second quarter. I mean, I don't think it could have gone any better for South Elgin, as lots of momentum swings, as they really just completely stopped Bartlett once their star player came out of the game, of course. That's Montijo.
Very energetic atmosphere. Still fans filing into the bleachers here at South Elgin. It's only our first game of rivalry night. Got the boys and the girls varsity teams both playing here tonight. Again, as we mentioned in our opener, one of the games and days to mark if you're both a South Elgin and a Bartlett fan, and especially an Upstate 8 high school basketball fan. Storm will inbound it to start the second half. Noah Cruz with the roll. Storm means we have more basketball as Miller gets the pass down low, and Bartlett nearly getting a steal. That was the story of the first half for the Storm. They had a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, and both teams have played great defense so far. Gotta think that'll continue in this one.
It'll be Stahl. Lob down low to Miller. Spidell, a good drive in the paint. Nearly getting that one to fall, but cleans it up with her offensive rebound. Travel call on the take. That'll be called against Banner. As you see, Coach Dreesen in her first season as the Storm varsity coach for the girls varsity team. As Montijo falling down, it'll be Bartlett first offensive possession of the second half. Trying to get it down low. Outlet to Montijo in the corner, step back three, good closeout. Wide open now for Bartlett. Died on the rim and got it to fall. A good three-point attempt for Bartlett, and they've been hitting a lot of their open three-point looks.
Nice bounce there for Bartlett, goes their way.
Miller down low, Spidell throws up a shot, no good. Good closeout from Bartlett, definitely getting a lot more rebounds than they did in the first half against the interior of the Storm. Montijo, drive inside, gets it to fall. A good take at the rim for Bartlett. And continuing with that full court press, Coach Tanner for Bartlett loves his defense as the defense leads to the and one opportunity. The very few Bartlett fans in attendance right now making a lot of noise, as that's a good highlight play for the Hawks.
Megan Cron, of course, number 0, so far off to a great start in this half. She could have a quick 6-point swing going here for Bartlett if she has happened to make this free throw.
It's a 6-point game at the moment. South Elgin down pretty much the majority in this one.
A very nice 7-0 run to start this second half for Bartlett, about as good as it could have been for them, but got to think that'll change, as of course South Elgin is going to probably go back to their old strategies they had near the end of that second quarter. And once Montijo comes out is really when this team comes alive, but when Montijo's in, it just hasn't looked the best for the Storm.
I want to remind you about our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Visit them at bearfamilyrestaurants.com. Along with Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin, Custom Heating and Cooling, Daryl Barnes Photography, and Tom the Plumber Inc., one of our longer sponsors here at the Beacon Academy, as that free throw is no good to keep it at a 6-point game. Can't complete the and one play for Bartlett. Stahl thought about a three. Now we'll get it to Hunt in the corner. Here's a good pass down low. Miller gets fouled on the take. And now we'll head to the line for two.
One thing so far in the second half I've seen is that South Elgin's had some great ball movement, hasn't led to many points. but it's a good thing going for the Storm.
Miller now at the line. First one is good. 5-point game now. Storm need a lot of good defensive efforts if they want to start the comeback. Miller can't get the second one to go. Montijo now a very fast-paced push. Pass into the corner. Right back to her. Here's a three-point look for Bartlett. Got it. And a good three-pointer in the corner. And again, Bartlett, another three-point attempt.
So far, the Bartlett Hawks have really run their offense through Montijo.
Miller fighting for the ball and gets it right back. Cleans up her miss, but misses an easy look at the rim. Montijo will pull it out. Three may be coming for Montijo. Now she'll drive it in and gets the friendly bounce. That'll be timeout called for the Hawks. And miscommunication, no timeout called on the floor. And that'll keep it with the Storm, and they'll inbound it. Looks like miscommunication between Coach Tanner and the referees. Coach Tanner, actually the varsity head coach of the girls' South Elgin golf team, and playing against his rival school. Spidell stepped on the line there, and that'll give it right back to the Hawks. Not a good offensive possession there for the Storm, and it's not been a good offensive half to start for South Elgin. Here's a drive for Bartlett. Kick out in the corner now. Montijo will give it right back to her. Three-point look just off the mark. That would have been three-pointers in a row for Bartlett. Montijo guarded tightly by Stahl on the wing. High pass nearly poked away from Spidell. Stahl moving the feet on defense. Storm now in a 2-3 zone, and Montijo can't make it pay.
The zone pays off there for South Elgin.
Hunt, another hustle play to save the ball. Spidell a three, just off the mark, and good open looks for the Storm, not falling. We saw that a lot in the first half. Bartlett a three, quite the opposite for the Hawks, as that one is good to make Bartlett go up even more. 36-23, crowd has gone silent, and that forces a full timeout for Coach Dreesen, and not a lot of energy on the side of the Storm and with the Storm fans.
And a very much needed timeout, as this game is really starting to slip away here from South Elgin. As in this one, I don't think the second half could have started any worse, as Montijo hasn't done much, but Bartlett has run their offense through her, and it's been working to perfection. Two players that have really stepped up so far is, of course, you've got Linkovich and Megan Cron. They both got 2 threes so far in this second half, and it's been huge, both off of assists from Montijo, who just continues to draw those double teams, and it's been a great decision by Coach Tanner to run it through her.
36-23, just about midway through the third quarter. Bartlett out to their largest lead of the day, sitting at 13. And once again, a lot of fans starting to file in here at South Elgin High School. We'll have the boys' game at approximately 7 o'clock. Still have the finish of this one. It will be a close one to say the least, but Bartlett off to a good start in this second half. Out of the full timeout, it will be South Elgin basketball. We'll see what Coach Dreesen drew out of the timeout. Hunt open in the corner, missed it all there, and Bartlett will push. Wide open on the wing, Montijo. No doubt about the three-pointer, as the cleanup is good for Bartlett. And offensive rebounding once again for the Hawks. And there's a steal. Bartlett will try another three-pointer. Spectacular shooting for the Hawks as the lead nearly at 20. Spidell hugging the sideline. That'll be a foul called against Bartlett. And in a matter of 2 minutes, this game has turned over in favor of Bartlett. Hunt will have it out of the inbound. Grace Watt into the game now. Miller down low, can't get it to fall. Miller has it tipped away, and Bartlett a chance to make it a 20-point game. Tip pass will go off of the Storm. And now Bartlett will inbound it. Life sucked right out of this gym. Hearing more of the Bartlett fans as this play may start a little bit of momentum. Take to the basket and fouled. Coming right off the bench and making a play is Tegan Pompa.
That right there, a huge momentum swing there for South Elgin, especially had she scored that could have made it an and one, and it really would have just flipped this game on its head and finally helped out South Elgin as that one's good, made there by Pompa.
41-24. South Elgin finally scoring a point after a very big run of the Hawks. See if that'll get anything started for the Storm. Montillo now will push once again for the Hawks. Good stutter move, just left it short. Bartlett once again getting their own miss. Montillo floater in the paint is good, and offensive rebounds has been killing the Storm. And that one tipped from the Hawks. That'll go off the hands of Ohm. Good play to get it in. Spidell now facing the full court pressure. Making a move. A good drive inside. Kick out to Hunt in the corner. Just off the mark. Good offensive rebound. Hunt will try again. No good. Just a little strong. Miller fighting for the rebound. And off the knee of Miller. And Bartlett looking like as strong as a team as they did in their last meeting against the Storm. Just another good dominant performance from the Storm. Make that the Bartlett varsity team. In the corner, Bartlett once again. Montillo took a break at the end of the first half, but has not missed a beat here to start the second, as that one is off the leg of the Storm. That'll be out of bounds against Stahl.
As you see right there, a great play made by number 21, Cece Desardin. A great heads-up basketball move. Going out of bounds, just got to throw it at the other player and hope it goes off in a good way. And it's a great job for Bartlett to maintain the ball and great momentum going here for the Hawks.
Good play on the inbounds, and now make it a 20-point lead for Bartlett. Hunt now will dribble for the Storm. There's a drive inside, trying to get it to Banner down low. Strong take. That'll be a blocking foul called against the Hawks. And now some free throws for Talia Banner. Only free throws scored in this second half for the Storm.
They've been great at the line, however, so that's one bright spot to look at. But one thing that's crazy is that South Elgin, they led at the start of this second half, but Bartlett has just taken it away and ran with it, outscoring them 23-4 in the second half.
Montillo once again guarded tightly by Banner. Good dribble move into the paint. And they'll call her for a travel. And the Storm fans still enjoying the play here of their Storm varsity team. This is the last time, as we mentioned, the Storm girls team will be here at home. Here's a good outlet pass from Hunt's. Banner can't get it to fall. Up and nearly in for Miller. But she'll head to the line for some more free throws. Good outlet pass. Banner couldn't finish, but Miller there to clean up the miss and couldn't get it to fall.
More free throws coming here for the Storm. That one's up and that one's no good. Tough miss there. Like we've said, all their points have come from the line, and you got to think that has to change if they want any chance of coming back in this game. And one thing to look at is we've seen Madison Hunt. One thing that she has had all game, despite having not the best night, great confidence. She continues to shoot as that one's good for South Elgin.
So what you need is not always the mechanics and the shooting. You just need the confidence. Madison Hunt, through her 4 years of playing for the Storm, definitely having a lot of confidence as Stahl fouled on the rebound. And surprisingly, Bartlett's 6 fouls already committed in this third quarter, keeping South Elgin at the free throw line as they are now into the bonus.
It's been a big problem for Bartlett. Hasn't seemed to matter in the second half, but you gotta wonder if it'll eventually catch up to them, as that one's good for South Elgin.
Under a minute to go now in this third quarter, 45-28. Make that 29. Stahl hits the free throw. Still well within reach for this varsity team. Still got a whole quarter to play here for the Storm. Here's a drive inside. First time we're seeing a player for the Hawks, and foul in transition. More free throws for the Storm. We said this in the first half. Free throws are going to keep this game close, and it's pretty evident here.
Yep, and that's foul number 7 now in the quarter. I think they probably have well over 20 fouls in this game, and it's just been amazing the fact that they still lead this by 16. As they have not played the best, but they've played hard, and I truly believe they've just given it more than South Elgin has given it so far in this one.
Chance to reach 30 points here in the third quarter. As you see Coach Tanner once again talking to the referees. And Talia hits that one to make it a 15-point game. South Elgin on a little 5-0 run against Bartlett. 35 seconds, Hunt nearly stealing it, and that'll be another turnover for the Hawks. And you never know, you've seen a lot of good momentum swings here in this game, and this looks like it's starting to brew here for the Storm, especially on rivalry night. Stahl, pass to Miller, drive inside. That'll be a double dribble. And if Miller would have scored there, that would have taken the roof off here for these Storm fans. But now Montillo and the Hawks will have 15 seconds to close out the third quarter. Long three-point look, fouled on the attempt. Take a look at that shot. Clear foul there, Nate.
Yeah, as you see there, good closeout, but a nice job there to initiate the contact on a deep three. As so far in this second half, Linkovich has really come alive. She's got 7 points now in the second half.
First points for Bartlett here in a little bit of time. Second one is no good. Still one more free throw at the line for Bartlett. Absence of Lexi Lopez for the girls' Storm varsity team being seen here on display, as their starting point guard is out with injury. Storm have 7 seconds to get a shot off. Had a buzzer beater in the second quarter. Can they make it 2 in a row? Hunt can't get it. Miller, no good. And that's how the third quarter will end. What a quarter for the Hawks as they jump out to a 16-point lead. A 20-point lead, and that's what Bartlett needed. Getting out in transition and kind of pushing the pace against the defense of the Storm.
Yeah, we saw that lead get as high as 20, but since then, South Elgin slowly but surely chipping away from it, and it's been great to see, as you got to think Coach Houston's loving it, their team not giving up, and really just can't. I mean, the fouls have been a huge thing for Bartlett, as you know that they're going to keep on playing physical, and you just got to keep on taking advantage of that. From the defensive end, you got to get the stops and keep on chipping away at that lead, and if you don't, this game, well, it's just going to be over.
There you have it, Nate Grendys, Nick Martinez in the booth with the Beacon Academy. Very exciting first game of our rivalry night doubleheader. Bartlett winning the last matchup against the Storm at Bartlett High School just a little bit ago. And for the moment, Bartlett looking like they are going to repeat and sweep the Storm unless Coach Dreesen and her squad have some magic left in them. While we have a moment, this fourth quarter is brought to you by Tom the Plumber Inc. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumber.inc.com. Along with Wise Guys Pizzeria for the best pizza in town. Visit Wise Guys in South Elgin. Check out their new and improved online ordering system as well as catering options. It's all at Wise Guys Pizzeria. Miller, a good tip on the block, but some contact on the body. That'll be 2 free throws for Bartlett. Looks like a lot of ball there, but I think they said the body down low, I think, was where the contact was made.
It appears right before that she initiated the hand on the ball to make it look like a block. She did touch hands with the opposing player of Bartlett, so tough break here, but if she misses both, it'll still be looking good for South Elgin.
Second one is good. We'll make it a 17-point lead. Stahl once again dribbling it up the court and off the leg of the Bartlett defender. It'll stay with the Storm. Time running out for South Elgin. 17 points is the margin. Hard screen from Miller. Slip pass down low to Banner. Can't buy a bucket right now for the Storm.
And tough there as Hunt was wide open on the wing, one of the best three-point shooters on this team. And you know she has the confidence to shoot it. Gotta think she would have let that thing fly immediately.
Montiel, good crossover, gets space on the three, gets it to go, and throws the three up in the air. Montiel having a night here against the Storm.
Truly just feel like Bartlett's just out hustling and out playing South Elgin here tonight, as that one's nearly taken. It is taken by the Hawks.
Bartlett, long outlet pass, Montiel, scary fall. Looks to be okay, and it will be South Elgin basketball.
And on that play, I don't know if I was watching football or basketball. What a catch right there.
It was a very good catch now that you say it. Almost got the toe tap too, but it'll be Storm basketball. And there you have it, an and one play. And anytime the Storm have scored tonight, the student section and the fans have been on point. Let's see there on the drive, Stahl.
And Nick, that's exactly what you need here late in this one. You got to get some momentum going, and an and one is one of the best things that happen in basketball, but does not complete the and one, and appears might have been a lane violation or a sub.
Actually, I think Stahl took the free throw, missed it, and it was a live ball, but none of the players grabbed the ball, neither Bartlett or South Elgin, but that'll be a travel called against South Elgin. Got the rebound, but then walked to give it back to the ref. Seen that in the NBA a couple of times. Montiel now will dribble it up for the Hawks. A near 20-point lead. Montiel, fade away, got it. And there you have it, another 20-point lead for the Hawks. And Score sitting at 52-32 as Talia answers there on the other end. Banner once again, another layup, keeping it at 18 points.
South Elgin has had a solid start to this fourth quarter so far, but it might just be a little bit of a case of too little, too late.
Drive inside, slip pass, corralled and regathered, but couldn't finish. And now Miller gets the rebound, approaching 6 minutes to go. Stahl kick out. Drive inside from Pampa, good closeout. Hunt trailing, and that'll be a timeout called on the floor for Dreesen. 18-point game, 52-34, just under 6 minutes to go in this one. Well, we have a moment. Nate, what are you looking forward to in the boys game in just looks to be a couple of minutes?
I don't know, but and of course, this timeout is brought to you by Rosen Hyundai and Genesis of Algonquin. Find a new or pre-owned vehicle today. Save time with Express Online buying made simple at www.rosenhyundai.com or genesisofalgonquin.com.
Got interrupted by the reader there. Now you can tell us what you're excited for in the next game.
Of course, a great thing to look at is you've got Bartlett, Ethan Searcy, who is averaging almost 20 points per game, but it's a rivalry game, and I do believe that hopefully South Elgin can pull it out and make some great stops on him.
Storm now have it. Stahl a drive inside. High look is no good. Talia the rebound, and off the hands of Bartlett. Will remain at 52-34. Hunt trying to get it inbounded. Has to throw it up to Miller and stolen from Bartlett. Approaching 5.5 minutes to go. Bartlett in total control as that off-glass shot is good. A good attempt there for Bartlett and the Hawks. Montillo trailing and gets the steal. Montillo now ISO'd against Banner. Step back three-pointer, why not? Nearly getting the and 1-3 to go, but she'll go to the line for some free throws.
And Montillo now just dancing around this South Elgin defense, and it's been something to watch as she has put on a clinic here in this blowout.
It won't be a shooting foul. It will be a side out of bounds. But you got to think Bartlett in control might start to get some of their bench players into the game. For the moment, star Montillo will stay into the game for the Hawks. Definitely has been watching her Caitlin Clark highlights. She likes the Caitlin Clark step back at the top of the key. She's been doing that a couple of times. Might be a fan of Miss Clark at Iowa.
Without a doubt, Caitlin Clark, one of the best scorers we've seen in basketball in a while, and especially for women's basketball. It's great to see as that sport just keeps on growing.
Nearly poked away. Tight defense from Montillo. Hunt driving and getting it nearly stolen. Montillo fighting for the ball. It'll be a jump ball. And it will be Storm basketball. And I think I speak for a lot of the Storm fans here. We got to get Madison Hunt one more three-pointer in her last home game here at South Elgin High School. The senior got to get another Madison Hunt three as Miller tips it away to Spidell, blocked, and Bartlett will control for the moment.
I got a feeling she might get one, knowing that pretty much every time she's had any space, she lets that thing fly.
Montillo ISO'd against Spidell. Good crossover, step back, got it. What a performance from Montillo. Another behind the back crossover, step back deuce for Montillo.
Am I watching high school basketball or am I watching college basketball? I mean, seriously, the similarities between her and Caitlin Clark are like day and day.
Drive inside, trying to kick out to Hunt. Pass to Spidell. Pass down low to Banner. Talia drive inside, throws it up, but no good. And Bartlett again with another fast pace push down the court. corner is open. Montijo will take it herself, drive in on Miller, and a tough finish off glass, and the stare down for Montijo over the very tall Miller. Bartlett running away with it with a 24-point lead.
Neither team has gone to their bench so far. Nick, do you think that's part of the rivalry affection, or why do you think that neither team has really gone into their bench so far?
Yeah, I'm sure you're going to want to have your starters in, especially in this high level of a rivalry game. Don't want to let either team kind of get leeway to come back. I mean, there's not a lot of time left in this game. It's pretty clear Bartlett has the edge, but I would say if I was a player on the team, I would like to get in if I was a senior, especially in my last rivalry game. But definitely the competitive edge. Both coaches want to have their best players on the court.
Yeah, and Montijo has just been absolutely incredible. A whopping 24 points in this one here for the Hawks, as that's been huge for them. Another player that's played great is, of course, Emily Linkovich, who's got 14 points in this one.
Hunt will inbound it once again for the Storm. A couple of seniors playing in their final game here at South Elgin High School for the Storm varsity team. A very good performance from Bartlett, but can't understate the farewell of some of our great South Elgin girls varsity players, some of them being in the program for 4 years, all 4 years. Just great to see some of the seniors getting honored a couple nights ago, and getting honored especially here in the game against Bartlett. And again, want to mention, lost one of our Storm family members early on in the year. Maura Campbell would have been definitely on this Storm varsity team. You can see the jersey number 4 being honored on the bench of the Storm varsity team. It's been the message the entire season for the Storm, and just a bittersweet moment as me being a senior and honoring one of our great South Elgin seniors who we lost way too early. It's bittersweet once again to get to honor her a couple of nights ago, and especially in the final home game here for the Storm and the varsity team. Just great to see the fans enjoying themselves, and great to see a great matchup between South Elgin and Bartlett for the final time here at home. Out of the timeout, it will be South Elgin to control. Spidell push up the court to Miller. Blocking foul, that'll be 2 free throws as South Elgin now in the bonus.
I mean, drawing fouls has been no problem for South Elgin so far in this one, but it hasn't seemed to matter as Bartlett just continues to dominate. And of course, Montijo, a big reason for that here. Free throws have come a lot of their points for South Elgin, probably well over maybe 70 or 80% of them. And that's why whenever we see a bucket, it's great to hear the fans erupt.
And sometimes it really isn't how good you're playing, it's how good the other team is playing, and I think that's what we're seeing with Bartlett, is they're just not missing their shots. South Elgin has done a good job scoring 36 points in this game, but Bartlett is scoring on the offensive end as Hunt gets the rebound, nearly losing it, controls it, outlets it to Spidell. High pass is stolen. Banner got to be careful not to foul. Good pressure defense. Miller there to defend, pulls the chair, and the missed layup is controlled once again by Bartlett. Fight for the ball. Spidell on the ground, and a jump ball that'll stay with Bartlett. Yeah,
and a very sad stat to look at so far for South Elgin is they're just getting absolutely dominated and outscored. We take another look at 2 bodies hitting the floor. Nice to see that these players have not given up. But as I was saying, of course, it's just, and here's another 3 from Montijo. As of course, Bartlett has outscored them a whopping 37-14. It's just been a brutal second half for South Elgin.
22-point lead for Bartlett. A hard screen and a hard fall as the lob for Miller is off the fingertips on the entry pass. Spidell looks to be a little shaken up. Both players look to be okay. We'll reset. Montijo over by the bench in the corner. And she gets the ball. Another high catch there for Montijo as we're under 2 minutes, and hits the three. What a performance from Montijo. Just knocking down every three-point look she has had. 61-36 now. Stahl with the ball. Montijo getting her hand into it as Spidell having some trouble. High dribble for Spidell, and that'll be a blocking foul on the drive.
Yeah, and Nick, I truly do believe that Montijo's just trying to rub it in, as this rivalry's been great, and Montijo, the senior, has got 27 points. She might be trying to drop 30 on him in the last rivalry game she'll be playing here for the Hawks.
Spidell at the line, substitution for the Hawks. Some subs getting into the game with a minute and a half left to go. Spidell at the free throw line. First one is strong. And a lot of applause for Montijo as she heads to the bench, which likely will be her final time touching the court here at South Elgin High School. A great career at Bartlett and a very good performance to close it out here at South Elgin. Long pass tipped from Hunt, and it'll stay with Bartlett. Minute and a half left to go into the game. Lead nearly at 30 points for Bartlett. Drive inside. Here's a look into the corner. Bartlett doing a good job the entire night of swinging it to those corners as the hook shot is good, and Bartlett another inside look for two. Florio now into the game. Bartlett getting ready to empty their bench as a high floater is off the mark. Banner fighting for it, gets it. A near travel, and it's stolen by the Hawks. Sloppy possession once again for the Storm. Turnovers a story definitely in this game, Nate.
Yeah, for sure, as there's a nice shot there, but no good.
Stahl will control. Under a minute now to go. Storm slowly holding on to it. Talia with the ball. Nearly poked away. A hard slap there and taken away. That'll be travel called against Bartlett. And it'll be the Storm to inbound it.
And despite a lot of calls have gone South Elgin's way in this one, it just has not been enough, as Bartlett leads this one 63-37.
Hunt to inbound it. Final seconds, final possession of this game. Stahl with it, trying to get it to Hunt. We'll get it to Banner instead. A drive inside, and that'll be more free throws for the Storm.
Take another look at that one here, as a nice job by Banner to initiate the contact and draw the foul.
Banner, a lot of free throws in this game, a lot of free throws for the Storm in general. And Banner, the leading scorer for the Storm here today at 9 points. Let's see if she can get double digits here with the second free throw. That one just too strong. Miller fighting for the board. It'll be saved by Bartlett. And Bartlett still going to drive it in and try to score. Rip away from Stahl. Let's see if Madison Hunt can get one final bucket here for the Storm, the senior, her last home game. Florio the drive. Banner, drive, kick. Hunt, three. Good! And that'll be the final basket for Madison Hunt in her South Elgin home career. What a way to end the game. Madison Hunt, the senior, final home game, hits a three in the corner. But nevertheless, Bartlett, a very big win against the Storm. 63-41, a 22-point victory for the Hawks and a repeat of their last meet.
Beautiful send-off there for Madison Hunt, as we talked about her getting that last shot, and you called it, Nick, a beautiful end to the game, but not the game that Bartlett wanted, South Elgin wanted, as Bartlett dominated, and a huge thanks to Montillo, who was incredible for the Hawks.
A very good first game, just the first game of our rivalry night doubleheader. We got the boys varsity team set to tip off in just a couple of minutes. Tip-off will be just after 7 o'clock. Stick around. Nick Martinez, Nate Grendys with the Beacon Academy.
The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their over 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at DarylBarnes.com.